first hearing is for Germantown Community Charter School, and we turn the floor over to you for your 15 minutes. You'll see a timer there. I'm going to hit it, and it's going to go green. When it gets to 30 seconds left, it will turn to yellow. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Joe Budd, co-founder of Mental Care of Germantown. I have Julie Stapleton Carrol, the principal of schools, here with me. And first of all, we would like to thank the SRC for allowing us to present this morning. It's something that's been in making for a while. We have been here for almost a year and a half trying to put this presentation together, get things done in the school district. We come before you this morning just to allow you guys to see what we have done. We have a PowerPoint presentation that's going to be set up in 4 stages. I will start out, then Julie, then Raymond, and then Morrie Zimmerman will come in. We have an excellent presentation for you this morning, so without further ado, we don't want to waste any of our time. We're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, the context of the building. We're a community charter school. We're Germantown Community Charter School. We're the coalition that's putting that together. If you look at the slide here, it talks about 100 years ago, they were trying to build a school in Germantown, and the men of Germantown got together to raise money. So there's a precedent for a community school. And we felt like this was something that's going full circle. So we wanted to get all community organizations involved. And now in 2013, Germantown High School was closed. So there's a need for the community to come out again to rally around education for our young people. And as we know, Germantown neighborhood is at a tipping point. Revitalization is dependent upon the quality of education in our neighborhoods. All right, the challenge. We know our comprehensive neighborhoods are not showing great strides towards closing the achievement gap. As we all know, there's an achievement gap in Philadelphia schools and other schools in the surrounding area. And we want to work hard to close that achievement gap and give our children what they need. School closures. There's schools closed around Philadelphia, specifically in Germantown, that have become dilapidated. It's a haven for crime. It just is an eyesore in the community, and we want to change that. Property values are dropping based on these dilapidated buildings. Right. So the community wants to get involved. As you see, the people out here today are ready to get involved in what's happening at Germantown and trying to give our children a great education. The team. As you see from some of the photos, we've been working diligently together on countless number of meetings coming together. Our leadership organizations, as represented here, you'll see all of them on the screen a little later on. And as I said, we've been doing this since 2013, and even before, because a lot of us got together before they closed Germantown High School to try to stop it from being closed, because we knew the importance of great education in Germantown. So when they closed, we had no choice but to figure out what's the next avenue to put something viable for our youth in that area. And our team consists of real estate professionals. We have architects involved, people in finance, bookkeeping, law, arts, quality charter school founders, educators. We have all walks of life coming together as a community to support our youth.
Woo-hoo!
Next slide represents our founding group, our coalition. I think you'll see the extent of community support that exists for our school. The Men Who Care of Germantown. Please stand up.
Call your name, stand up, see.
Stand up, Yvonne.
Germantown Life Enrichment Center, West Central Germantown Neighbors, and the list goes on and on.
Woo, 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 woo.
Alumni Association.
Us round table.
We're here.
We are Germantown.
St. Vincent.
St. Vincent.
We are Germantown.
We are Germantown.
We are Germantown.
We are Germantown.
in the schools. They're pledging to come and mentor students. They're pledging to have students come to their businesses. They're on that trade. So we all have come together to support. Men Who Care personally pledged to go into Germantown, talk to the young men of the community, to encourage them to be productive citizens of Germantown and Philadelphia and Pennsylvania and the United States of America.
All right.
So what is the need? Joe talked a little bit about some of the conditions in Germantown, but the majority of our students in Germantown are not achieving, when you consider, achieving what we would consider proficient, and I'll have a slide in a couple of minutes with regards to our schools in Germantown and how we're performing. 3 more schools in Germantown are closing. They're looking at closing Imhotep and Amani and New Media Charter School. Our neighborhood demographics, which I'll show in a moment, suggest that strong schools would support our community health and our vitality. We really firmly believe that a community's investment in their schools and a school's investment in their community is incredibly important for healthy cities and communities. So in Germantown, again, I've mentioned the majority of students are not achieving at proficient levels. They're closing schools, and we need a healthy community. So in Germantown, the median household income is $30,371, which is 18% lower than Philadelphia, and 58% of median household income in Pennsylvania. Our unemployment rate is 9.7%, which is 14% higher than Philadelphia and almost twice as high as that of Pennsylvania. Our poverty rate is the same as Philadelphia, but it's 2.25 times higher than the Pennsylvania state levels. Single mother household, 60% greater than Philadelphia overall. Percentage of persons in poverty is equal to that of Philadelphia. Our crime indices are 20% higher than the rest of Philadelphia and 2.3 times greater than Pennsylvania overall. And our adult population with less than high school is 71% higher than the state average. So there's a need for a strong educational option in Germantown. If you look at the percent of students in private schools, 20%, that's twice as many as you find in the state of Pennsylvania. So there's a need for great public options in Philadelphia. When you're looking at the achievement of the schools in our neighborhoods, our high schools in particular, you'll see that Mastery is the only school that seems to be serving our students well in terms of student achievement as measured by the Keystones and the PSSA tests. With the exception of students attending Mastery, just a minority of students in each of the other schools serving Germantown are testing at proficient advanced levels in either math or reading. There's a substantial need for improved educational options in Germantown. If you look at the highest one that we have here is reading at Roxborough, which is not even 50% proficient or advanced. We need to be able to serve our students and our communities better. So what is our school design? We are proposing that we open with a school serving grades 6 through 12. Our students entering 9th grade at our comprehensive high schools are reading on average at a 5th grade reading level. It's unacceptable. We'd like to catch them sooner so that we can catch them up quicker and they can be successful with the more challenging curriculum in the high school. We are a community school. What does that mean? It means what you think it might mean. Our school is open to a community. Our community is involved in our school. We take resources. Our community has an amazing amount of resources, as you can see here in this very room. They want to contribute to schools. They want to contribute to our children, and we're going to take full advantage of that. We've been planning for the past year and a half to design this school, and it's been the groundswell of community members getting together, leaderships of our Germantown-based organizations that are committed to our kids in our neighborhood. And we will continue to do that once we open the school doors. We will be opening with an academies model, which is a nationally research-based model that focuses on small learning communities and career-focused. Our career focus in Germantown will be in hospitality and tourism, as well as the construction trades. We have a wonderful but aging housing stock that would really benefit from students being able to learn the skills necessary to do construction, to do fix it up, to do other projects in the community. We're project-based, so we will be doing projects in the community at our partner organizations. Germantown is a very historic neighborhood. We have 400 years of history, and there's lots of opportunities for our students to get involved in the local organizations, learning, but also giving back and serving internships.
Yes.
We will provide personalized support. attention to each student's needs through assessment initially, and then ongoing support through advisories and other ways that we've interwoven personal support for students into the curriculum and into the school day. We will be teaching our students 21st century skills. You head home back probably when you were coming up or shop, you remember that very vividly, and we've taken that away from our students.
Yes.
Our students need to learn practical skills.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Beginning in 6th grade, we will be supporting them in developing the skills necessary to go out into the community, to feel comfortable presenting, to feel comfortable advocating for themselves and their classmates. We will focus very significantly on character education. We will be implementing the responsive classroom model and restorative justice
Yes.
as ways to teach our students how to handle conflict
Yes.
positively and how to navigate through the really challenging and difficult world and neighborhoods that we live in.
Conflict resolution.
Absolutely. So I'm going to move on. There's plenty more to talk about with regards to our curriculum, and I encourage you all to read our application, which is online with the school district, or we can be available to speak with you afterward. We're assuming we'll be presenting more as we move into the January as well. But we wanted to take the time to talk about the facility as well, because it's at the heart of Germantown, it's the heart of our community, and it's a really important place for us in our neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Morrie Zimmerman, architect and urbanist.
Can't hear you.
Turn it up
Speak
a little
up.
bit.
Yeah, it seems to be on now, thank you.
Reset the clock. Yeah, that's right.
My name is Morrie Zimmerman. I'm an architect and an urbanist in the neighborhood of Northwest, or neighbor in Northwest Philadelphia. Kurt Raymond, who, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Also an architect in Northwest neighbor.
We represent sort of the tip of the iceberg in this entire process. It's been quite a journey for the two of us to be involved with this large and really focused group. We've been able to take advantage of hundreds and hundreds of hours of both meeting time and also design time that's been started by this group and then also by Philadelphia University. It's caused us all to look deeply into the meaning of the facility and the meaning of the structure and the meaning that this structure has within the community of Germantown itself. And it's very clear to state and to understand that this particular building, along with the numerous institutions that are represented in this group, have a stake in this process that is much greater than education. Education is one of the main pieces of the education is one of the main pieces and the pillars of the need of this community. I'll let Kurt talk quickly about the actual facility itself.
So the goals of the renovation are not only to create a modern educational facility, but it's also to reconnect the Germantown High School campus back to the community, the greater community. And so we established some basic design ideas around that. We wanted to encourage people, internal circulation, get people back on campus, to maintain and create a ceremonial open space on Germantown Avenue, of course to do green space and stormwater, and to redevelop High Street into the major street it should be. And then specific program pieces include the high school itself in dark blue, which includes a restaurant and boutique hotel component. And then the auditorium and gymnasium as public resources, and again, redeveloping the street.
So it's our goal that our model will serve as a new paradigm for re-energizing all of our comprehensive high schools. They have been left behind, and we believe that this idea of getting the community invested back into our schools is going to be supportive and successful for that.
Yes, that's right. Woo!
We want to make sure that our students graduate with the skills they need to be successful, to be able to advocate for themselves, and to achieve the goals that they have set for themselves. We are investing in our children in Germantown.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. These are all of the organizations listed here and out here, so thank you.
Yay!